What's up guys, welcome to this video. I'm making this video and I didn't plan to make it. I'm making it because I came back from the barber and we had a long discussion and he really talked about his life and it made me realize how lucky I was. It is not the first time that I realized how lucky I am. However, I don't know, it kind of changed my perspective on how I see things because I've been living on moments that have not been extremely easy for me. I always had an easy life. I always had food. I always had friends. My parents were always there for me. They always protected me. And I came very young to this country. I'm from Colombia, but I came here at 5 years old. So every hard situation that my parents went through, I don't remember them. I just had a very easy life. So with the hard situations that I'm having right now, the fact that I talked to that person, it made me realize how lucky I am, and not only me. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching this video are lucky, more lucky, maybe less lucky than I am, but I'm sure that you have a reason to be grateful about life. A lot of times we think that our life is shit. We think that we cannot do anything about it. However, I think that there's hard situations and that is life, we're humans and hard situations are a normal part of our lives. We are happy, we always want to be happy. However, there will always be inequalities, there's always gonna be hard situations. The only thing that changes it is how you act on the hard situations, what you think about them, and if you're willing to work hard to confront the hard situations or work hard to be a better person and just confront the hard situations. Don't allow these situations to bring you down, to make you sad. It's a normal part of human beings to be sad. However, you are the one that is going to choose if you're gonna stay sad all the time or if you're gonna try to work hard to find something that you like, to go talk with friends, to talk with your parents and confront the hard situations to be happy. So in this video, I'm really making it for you guys to realize how lucky you are. I'm gonna talk a bit about what I talked with the barber. So at the beginning of me talking with that barber, he told me that his dad disappeared. For 21 years, that guy, he never saw his dad. And that's one thing for you guys to consider. So if you have your mom, if you have your dad, you're lucky. Look at that guy. He told me that now he talks to his dad. However, he doesn't consider him his dad because he never was with him in his life. His mom, she doesn't talk because she can't talk and she doesn't hear anything. So he had to learn sign languages to talk with his mom. And he comes from a country where there's a lot of inequalities, and that country is Colombia. He grew up in some cities and especially in some places of the city where it was extremely dangerous. He told me that at one point he had a house with his mom and there was bad people that told him that if he didn't allow them to just go into their house whenever they want to watch TV, they will hit him hard. So he was always stressed out because he was living with his mom. However, there was still that kind of people that entered his home whenever they wanted. They turned the TV on and they just chilled in his home, and he couldn't do anything because if he tried to tell them to get out of his home, they will do something either to him or to his mom. So that's another thing that you have to consider. You're able to live in your house, you're able to not be stressed out because at some point there may be some random guys or some bad guys that that are going to enter your house. They're gonna do whatever they want in your house. So if you have a home and you can stay home and you can chill and do whatever you want, you're extremely lucky. Then he told me that at 10 years old, it was his first time that he saw someone getting killed in front of him. He was going down the street and in a taxi there were two guys that were fighting. He told me that they were fighting for like an object. And eventually one of the guy, he came out of the taxi with the object itself, and the other guy, he opened the door of the taxi, he started shooting the guy that was running with the object, and he also killed the driver of the taxi. It was his first experience at 10 years old of seeing someone getting killed by someone else. And he told me that it is as you cannot hear anything and you're just looking at the person killing the other person with his gun, and it's the only sounds that he hears, that he's not able to walk, he's not able to do anything. And there was some people calling his name, and he didn't hear them for like 10 seconds. So that was the first time he saw someone killed. He told me that at one point he had a little business and he was looking out of the window and there was a couple. The guy, he let his girlfriend walk a bit in front of him, and then he took his gun. He tried to shoot her, but it didn't work. So she just turned back and she took his gun and she started crying. And she was telling him to please don't kill her, and she was just crying and crying. And he told me that the guy, he was beef. He pushed his girlfriend away. He charged his gun and he killed her in front of him. Another time he told me that he was walking in the street and in a car there was a guy that jumped and tried to get into a house, but he failed. And the guys that were in the car, they came out of the car, they took like wood and they started hitting him, and then they took him back in the car, and the next day that guy was found dead. Another story that he told me, it was in his own business. He was working and there were two guys that entered into his business to try to kill him, and the reason was because he talked to the police because those guys were bad guys that were killing people. However, he had a lot of luck. It was because the police was near his business when the guys entered. So the guys just left. One of the guys told the other guy that they had to leave because if they did something, well, the police was there and they were going to take them to the prison. And that day, he closed his store. He left everything behind and he just left right away to another country. So with this little story about this man, I want you to take your time and realize how lucky you are. If you're in a country where you have a house, in a country where you have food and you're always able to eat something without starving, if you are able to go to school, if you have friends, if you have your parents, if you're able to stay at home and just be calm and not stressed out because you don't know who's gonna come inside, if you're able to go out of your house in your neighborhood and just start walking without being stressed and without thinking maybe this is the last day I see my family, if you are able to find work, if you are able to accomplish your goals and you know you have opportunities, I want you guys to please really think about it and be humble. Be humble, stay humble, and understand that you are part of a very little minority of the world population that is able to have pretty much what they want, to have a good life and have the basic things in life. One sentence that I saw online that is true is that sometimes it takes hard situations to value the things you have in life. So for example, if at one point you don't have anything to eat and you really don't have money, you're gonna value after the fact that you're able to have money and the fact that you're able to eat something. If you have a precious person and they love you, they care about you, and someday they get killed or they die, the other day you're gonna think about it and you're gonna really think, okay, I was lucky to have that person. And that's where you start valuing more the things that you have, the person that you have, and everything that you have in life. So I really want for you guys that are lucky, that have a house, that have something to eat, that have friends, that have a job, that are able to go to school, to get an education, and also some of you guys that are maybe depressed or sad or anxious, I want you to be happy, be grateful, and stay humble all your life because you are extremely lucky. So guys, I hope you like this video. I hope it opened a bit more your eyes, that it will allow you to think about your life and really be grateful about it. And I hope you will stay humble all your life and that you're gonna help everyone that needs help. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye and take care. I love you guys.